Beautiful morning. Welcome back. 7:24 right now, and we're going to talk a little fantasy football. Our expert, Jeff Coruccini, here, as always. Thanks for coming in. It's an exciting day. Of course, the Pats and the Colts today. The whole world's going to be watching that game,
But for fantasy football fans, there's a lot of good matchups.
Okay.
And this week, we're going to talk about teams that have favorable matchups against teams that don't have real good pass defenses. So as you start to get ready for the playoffs, right now in fantasy football season, which is weeks 14 through 16, you want to start getting your roster ready with some of those players.
Okay, who do you have this
week,
Jeff?
we're going to start off with the Cleveland Browns. They've been playing lights out ball, and their wide receivers, Joe Jaravicius, is a perfect example of a player to pick up. This is a guy that Braylon Edwards is getting all of the catches, but come in the playoff time, Joe Jaravicius is a good player to pick up, kind of like one of those buy low candidates.
Plus, it's a really cool name, Joe Jaravicius.
Yeah, so the Browns are a good team. They have very favorable matchups weeks 14 through 16.
Okay.
And then the next play is Buffalo. We've got the Buffalo Bills, who have good matchups against teams with poor pass defense in weeks 14 through 16.
Okay.
So as you start to prep your roster, you want to get going that way.
Yeah, because I wouldn't expect some of the teams you've been mentioning. So
I know. Well, you know, these are the plays. And then we've got the New York Jets.
The Jets of all teams.
Absolutely.
They've been having trouble, right?
Yeah, well, we've talked back and forth about stay away from their quarterback, but Jericho Cotchery is a wide receiver who you really should think about picking up. He, along with Lavernius Coles, have had a good season. However, he hasn't scored as many touchdowns as he did year-to-date last year, but we see him as a real good play going into the playoffs.
And the Eagles, too, right?
Yeah, Donovan McNabb and L.J. Smith. Again, McNabb's been coming back from an injury. He hasn't had all of his weapons. Donovan McNabb, he's kind of he's a well-known name, but he's been having an average season, and he's got favorable matchups, as well as L.J. Smith, his tight end. Again, a player that has good matchups, has been injured. He's going to be coming back. Again, a good player to think about picking up.
And we always like to talk about the home team.
Absolutely.
Every now and then. What are we talking about this week?
Well, we've got Edgerrin James with the Arizona Cardinals. He's playing lights-out ball right now. We predict him to get about 90 yards and a touchdown. The rest of the season, this is another player that you may want to think about picking up because of the fact that the Cardinals have a good, solid running game. And again, they've got favorable matchups coming in, so we think Edgerrin James is going to have a good day today against Tampa Bay, as well as a good player to pick up.
Very good. And you want to give a quick giveaway?
That's right. Well, what we're doing now, Brian, for any News Channel 3 viewer, only for them, we're giving free access to our website for the rest of the season. If they email me, Jeff Coruccini, Jeff at fantasyfootballstarters.com, we'll give them free access for the rest of the season. It's a $15 value. They'll get access to all of our tools and all of our content.
Very nice. Real quick, who's going to win, Colts or Pats?
I'm going with the Colts. They're the champs.
Wow. Okay. Thanks for coming in, Jeff. Appreciate it.